what Alexandra didn't say was that I was upstaged that day by, I think it was a goose that was the most vocal. And unfortunately, that trend continued. And I was at another event, and it was a rooster in Chilliwack. And so last night when I was, or last night or the night before, I was at the BC Food and Beverage Awards dinner in Vancouver, and I said, "Are there any animals in the house?" And fortunately, there were no animals, so I wasn't upstaged by a sound of an animal. But it's just a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for the introduction. Before I begin, I'd like to acknowledge we're here on the territories of the Stalo people, including Sumac and Matsqui First Nations. And I see a lot of familiar faces, and it's great to be here talking about innovation in our agriculture and food sector. And I'm sorry I missed this morning's presentation, but I was with the BC honey producers, thus the yellow this morning when I left at 7:30 this morning. And so you have yellow to contend with, but because it was honey all morning. BC is already at the forefront when it comes to using and developing new technology to support more sustainable farming practices. With more than 150 agri-tech companies, BC is leading the way in areas such as food processing, soil and crop technology, and food safety. So how do we build on this momentum? I think the answer is right here, by gathering, exchanging ideas, building relationships, and taking the next steps together. I'm so proud of the ingenuity, drive, and entrepreneurial spirit of the individuals in this room and throughout the province that are developing new technologies and innovations to help our agriculture and food sector adapt to both a changing climate and market conditions while enhancing their resiliency and competitiveness. When farmers and tech creators work together, there is so much potential to increase food production and strengthen our food security, economy, and the environment. I recently visited Bakerview Eco-Dairy here in Abbotsford, and I'm so impressed with the work that they're doing to showcase some of the innovations they're using, like their automated milking system and their anaerobic digester, which I wore the wrong shoes for when I did that tour, which turns cow manure into electricity to power their buildings and equipment. Bakerview was also one of the first companies to receive funding through the BC Centre for Agri-Tech Innovation, which opened last year on SFU's Surrey campus. This support helped them develop a sustainable method of weed control in rice production and supports their partnership with Granville Island's artisan sake maker to make sake from rice grown on the farm. Technology is something that should help make life easier for the farmer. In other parts of the province, companies are also doing great work. New Peak Robotics has developed a robotic strawberry harvester, which has the ability to harvest other crops like cucumber, tomato, and raspberries, and they're helping to automate tasks such as pruning and weeding. There's also great work happening at EcoAsian Innovation Solutions in North Vancouver. They're working on integrated pest management software for commercial greenhouses, as well as co-developing and commercializing a mushroom protein, which they've already established successful partnerships for, including with Vancouver's Big Mountain Foods. EcoAsian, in partnership with Maya Farms, also from North Vancouver, made it to the final round of the NASA and Canadian Space Agency Deep Space Food Challenge earlier this year to create and build a self-sufficient growing container for space. These are the types of endless possibilities the future holds when it comes to applying new technology to agriculture and food production. And it's just so exciting to see. For me, it's just the icing on the cake. We're going to continue to support these opportunities, and we're getting ready to announce a new BC on-farm technology adoption program. While the details are still being finalized, I can share with you that this program will be providing support for BC farmers looking to adopt technologies and innovations to help increase their profitability and competitiveness. It's great to have so many partners and supporters when it comes to agritech and ensuring we have increased sustainable food production in our communities. So I also want to say a big, big thanks to the City of Abbotsford and the University of the Fraser Valley for their leadership, and most importantly to Gavin Dew, who is so incredibly passionate about this, and without Gavin, I don't think we would be here today. So thank you very, very much. Thank you. Actually, Gavin came to me when I was first elected. I think he was probably my very first appointment, and just so excited, and he was contagious, and so I got excited too. So just goes such a long ways. City Council has committed to advocating and supporting agritech investment opportunities, and they've also formed a new food economy working group. And here at UFE, they've been continuing to focus on agriculture with a focus on exploring new agricultural technologies. And I want to thank my friend, Dr. Lenore Newman, for her leadership and for sharing her expertise as part of the Food Security Task Force. The focus on our provincial food security has never been more intense, and it's vital to our economy and the well-being of all British Columbians. As Minister, I want to continue working for and with all of you on the road to a stronger local food system and a thriving agritech sector. Together, we've got this. Thank you so, so much. I know it's lunchtime, so I'll be quiet. Thank you, thank you.